Hello friends, welcome back. This is Amit from Magnet, and in this video we're going to learn that how we can create this handheld type of camera animation by using Unreal Engine 5.5. So first take a look what we are going to create today. So before we start, if you are new to this channel, I recommend to check my videos, and if you find those videos useful, please do subscribe this channel and turn the notification on. And here I like to shout out for all those people who has already joined me as a member. So if you really want to support me, you can also join me as a member. So let's get started. So first I'm going to launch my Unreal Engine, and I'm using the 5.5 version, which is the latest. Just click on this launch button here. And in order to use the virtual camera, we need to enable several plugins. But if you go to this section called this film, videos and live events, and then if we use this preset called this virtual production, we don't need to enable any plugins because it already enabled all the necessary plugin for us. So just select this one, then we name our project, and I name it as a virtual camera. Then just click on this create. And once our engine open, you will see that it already enabled all the necessary plugins, which is the live link, remote session, take recorder, virtual camera, virtual production utilities, Apple AR kit and Apple AR face kit. And now if you want to use this virtual camera in your other project, then you have to enable all these necessary plugin for your project. And now we have to do one more thing, that we have to specify the IP addresses. So for this we go to this edit, then we go to this project settings, then we scroll down here and we will find this option called this UDP messaging. Just click. Then we go to this unicast endpoint, and here we have to put our PC IP address. And in order to know the PC IP address, we have to run the command prompt. So we press Windows and R, and here we type CMD and press enter. Then we type ipconfig, then press enter. And here you will find this IPv4 address. So we just copy this, then minimize this one, go to this unicast endpoint and paste the IP address. Okay, that's it. So we just close this one. And now we need an environment to test our virtual camera. So for the environment, I am using the Temple of Cambodia, which is a very nice environment. So if you have this environment, you can use this. But if you not have this environment, you can use any other environment you want. And after add the asset, I open this folder called this Temple of Cambodia. Then we go to this demo folder here and go to this maps folder. And here is the two types of map, which is the exterior, interior, and another one is the overview. So I go to this exterior map. Then we open this map here. So this is the map, and as you can see that this is a very nice map here. So if you have this map, you can use this, or if you don't have this one, you can use any other map. The process will be very same. And before you do anything, we're going to convert all this static mesh into a nanite mesh. And in order to do that, we go to this content browser, go to this Temples of Cambodia folder, and then we enable the static mesh filter. And if you not have the static mesh filter over here, just go to this 3-line button here, and you select the static mesh filter, and then right click over any asset here, go to this nanite and click on this enable nanite. So in that way, we will get better performance here. Okay, and now we're going to put our virtual camera. So for this, we go to this box option here, then we go to this virtual production and click on this VCAM actor. And once you put the VCAM actor in your scene, you will see those guide markers here. So just keep this for now. And now if you notice that we cannot move our virtual camera. So if we press right click and move our mouse, we cannot simply move our virtual camera. So in order to move our virtual camera, we go to this outliner section, then we select our virtual camera actor, and then we go to this details panel here. And also make sure that we select this VCAM actor self. Then we go down, and under this virtual camera, we will see this enable button here. So if we disable it from here, Then we go to the perspective and select our VCAM actor and also select this camera switch here. And now we can move our camera. So we press WASD key to move our camera here like this. So as you can see that this is our virtual camera. And once you set your camera position, again we have to enable this virtual camera. So we select our virtual camera actor. Then we go to its details panel and make sure that we select this virtual camera self. Then we go down under this virtual camera, just enable it again. And now we go to our phone and download the application. So first we're going to download the app called this Unreal VCAM. And I am using iOS device, and if you are using Android device, maybe it will look little bit different. So just download. And after download, we're going to open this app. And when you open it for the first time, it will ask for some permissions. Just allow those. And as you can see that it says that it will not connect automatically. So we're going to connect it manually. And before you do anything, make sure that your phone is connected with the same Wi-Fi network. So we go to this new Unreal Engine connection. So here I'm going to put my PC IP address and press done and also press OK. And it also asks for this microphone permission. Just allow those. And also for the camera. And if you do everything correctly, you probably see that your phone is successfully connected with Unreal Engine. So now we're going to talk about some of the settings inside this app. So first we're going to start from this camera settings. So if you look at this left side, you will find this camera icon. Just tap on it. And first we have this lens setting. So just tap it here. And here from you can change the desired lenses. So maybe we can use this 12mm lens for this wide shot here. And in the right side, you can also change the manual focus distance as well as the f-stop value. And next we have this focus setting. So if you tap it here, you can change the focusing method like manual or tracking. If you want to track any object, you can use these settings, or you can also disable it. So we set it as a manual. And then also if we go back, next we have this camera settings here. And here from you can change the camera. So maybe we're going to use this 16:9 DSLR, which is look nice. Then we have this ISO settings. So these are the main settings. And now we go to this right side here. So here you have this settings icon. So just tap on it. So first we have this sequence tab. So if you want to use any sequence, you can have this sequence tab here. Next we have this bookmark tab. So from this setting, you can bookmark any place so you can access it later. And then we have this pause button. And if you pause this, you can pause the connection here. So again we unpause this. And then we have this rotation lock. So if you lock this, if you rotate your phone, you cannot rotate the camera inside the Unreal Engine. Okay. So again, we unlock this. And the next setting is very important. So if you tap it here. So if you are in a small room that you do not have enough space to move further, you can change this multiplication. So if you set it to 4x or 5x if you want. And here also if you make it 5x. So in that way, if you move your camera a little bit, but you can see that we can move fast inside the Unreal Engine. So if we increase it a little bit more, so we can visualize this. So now you can see that if we just move our phone little bit, but you can see that we can move very fast inside the Unreal Engine. Okay, just like that. So again, we reset it to maybe 5x here and also 4x over here. So these are the main settings. And now I'm going to show you that how you can navigate here. So first, if we go to the right hand side and if we just slide here, you can see that we have this kind of joystick here. So if you want to rotate your camera without moving your camera, you can also do that. And in the left side, if you move like this, you can also pan your camera like this. Okay. And also if you want to move back and forth, you can just slide up and slide down to back and forth over here. Okay, just like that. Very simple. So these are the main settings. And now we're going to make a shot here. So first we're going to record our camera. So in order to record our camera, here in the top right corner, we have this record button here. So first we're going to press it once. So just press it. So in that way, you will see that it opened this take recorder window here, but our recording is not start yet. So in order to start the record, we again press the record button. And now you can see that our record is started. So now we're going to move our camera to make our desired shot here. Okay, and when you're satisfied with the shot, you can stop the recording by again pressing the red button here. So this is it. And now we're going to close our phone, and sometime maybe you will face that the connection error, like your phone is not connected successfully with Unreal Engine. So don't panic, just restart your phone as well as restart your PC. It will fix your problem. Okay, so now we done our recording, and now we're going to post process our recording. So first we're going to close this take recorder window. Then we go to select our VCAM actor. And also we go to the details panel and we disable our VCAM from here. And now we're going to find our record. So we disable our static mesh filter from here. Then we go to our content browser. And when you're done recording, you will get a new folder appears here, which is called the cinematics. Just double click to open. And also open this text folder and open this folder here. And inside this folder, we will get the sequence. So the double click to open. And here is the sequence. So again, we open this sequence. Okay, so here is the sequence. So first we're going to unlock this sequence to make changes over here. So here you can find this lock button. Just click to unlock this sequence. Then we go to the perspective here and select VCAM actor record. And also enable this camera icon here. And as you can see that this is the actual VCAM viewfinder. So we select any other object to disable this viewfinder here. And now if you play, you can see the actual recording that you record using the virtual camera. Okay, so as you can see that we successfully record our camera here. So now we're going to post process our scene. So first we're going to create a camera cut for our scene in order to render this. So we go to this camera tab here, just click. So in that way, we will create a camera cut. But you can see that we also put another extra camera here. But we don't need this camera. So we're going to delete this camera. And we go to the very first frame by pressing over here. And then we go to this camera cuts, go to the plus switch, just click and create the camera cut by using this VCAM actor record. And also you can see that our virtual camera is not showing here. So we go to this VCAM actor record and enable this camera by clicking here. Okay, just like that. And we also select our viewport any asset here and press G to disable the game view here. Okay, and now we're going to put some other camera components. So if we go to this VCAM actor record and inside this we get this camera component, but you can see that we don't have any other camera settings option here. So we have to add those manually. So we select our camera component. Then click on this plus switch here and then we're going to put this current aperture. And then again we click on this plus switch and we go to this current focal length. Again we click on this plus switch and we have this custom near clipping plane. Just add this over here. And again we go to this plus switch, go to this focus setting, go to this manual focus settings and click on this manual focus distance. Okay, so we have these 4 types of settings here. So if we make a room here, so we can view it properly, and also we make some room over here. So now we're going to change the settings from here. But before we do that, we're going to settings our camera a little bit more. So we select our camera components, then we go to its details panel over here. Also disable this option here. Type for exposure settings, and we go to this metering mode of this exposure settings, and we change this from automatic to manual. And then we go to this exposure compensation, we're going to increase the value. So we put 10 over here. So this all depends on that how much exposure you want. So for this tutorial, I am using the 10 over here, or maybe using little bit less. So maybe we use 8 over here. Then we're going to clear our search bar over here, and we go down and we go to this chromatic aberration, expand this. We're going to put little bit of chromatic aberration. So maybe we put 0.5 over here. And in that way, we'll get this kind of chromatic aberration here. And also we go to this start offset, enable this, and we put value 0.4 here. So in that way, our chromatic aberration only work to the edges over here. Then we go down again. We go to this image effects option here, expand this. And if you want, you can also put little bit of vignette here. So this all depends on you. And then again, we go down, and in this 5.5 version, we have the new settings called this mega light for lighting. So, but this mega light is not working for skylight here. But if you put some extra light over here, like I do in my actual video, you can use the mega light for better performance or better result. So you can also enable it like this. So as you can see that when we enable this mega light, we can get extra lights over here. Okay, but this look very weird here. So we're going to disable the mega light from here. And then we go to this reflections tab, expand this, go to this lumen reflections, expand this. And here you will find this option called this high quality translucency reflections. Just activate this option and also enable this for better reflection result. Then we again go down here. And you will find this option called this film grain. So we activate this option and put little bit of grain like 0.5. Okay. So this is how we can set up our camera like this. And now we come over here inside this camera component, and we first go to this current aperture. We're going to decrease the aperture to brighten up our scene little bit. And then we go to this current focal length tab. Initially we set it to 12 millimeters lens. But if you want, you can also change it according to your need here. And then we go to this custom near clipping plane. We set it as minimum as possible. So we set it to 0 here. And then we go to this manual focus distance. So if you see, you can see that our foreground is not in focus because the focus distance is too high here. So in order to focus on the foreground, we can decrease the value, or we can do one thing that we select our camera component from here. Then we go up. And we go to this focus settings, and here from we can pick the region where we want to focus. So we select this pickup tool here and just click over here anywhere you want to focus on this place here. Okay, just like that. And also we can increase our camera zoom little bit more. And then if we pick this picker tool for focus, we can focus it over here like this. So now you can probably see that how we can easily focus on the object that we want. So maybe we can decrease the zoom here. Okay, just like that. And this is how you can record the virtual camera by using the Unreal VCAM application. So in previously it only support the iOS device, but the good news is that it also support the Android devices as well. So I think you get the idea that how you can connect your phone with your PC and make this kind of camera shot here. And also make sure that your PC and your phone is connected with the same Wi-Fi network. And now I'm going to show you that how you can render it in a high quality. So in order to render it in a high quality, we need a plugin called the Movie Render Queue. So we're going to enable the plugin first. So we go to this edit, then we go to the plugins. And in the search bar, we type for movie. And here is the plugin called this Movie Render Queue. And as you can see that it's already enabled. But if in your case it is not enabled, just enable it from here. And now we're going to render it. So we go to the window, go to the cinematics, and we have this Movie Render Queue plugin here. Just click. Then you go to this render. And now we have to select our actual sequence. So this is very important. And in this case, our actual sequence is VCAM actor record scene 101. Just select this one. Then we go to the settings and go to this unsafe config. And first we're going to delete our JPEG sequence. Then we go to the settings. We go to this anti-aliasing. We're going to increase the temporal sample count to 32 here. And also click on this override anti-aliasing. And then again we go to the settings. We go to this camera and we change the shutter timing method to frame close. Then again we go to the settings. We go to this console variable. Then we go to this console variables over here and click on this plus switch. And first we're going to put a console variable for the screen percentage. So we type r.screen and we have this console variable called this r.screen percentage. Just click and we put the value 100 here. Then again we go to this plus switch and we put a console variable for our depth of field quality. So we press r.depth of field. And here you will find this depth of field quality and the maximum value for this is 4. Okay. Then we go to the settings again and we go to this games override and we don't need to change anything here. Again we go to the settings and we go to the high resolution and also tick on this override subsurface scattering. Okay. And then we finally put our format. So we go to the settings and we use the EXR sequence format. And then we go to this output and here from we can select the directory where we want to save our renders. And here from you can change the resolution you want. So in default it is the full HD resolution. And then if you want to put your custom frame rate, you can use this option. And when you tick it, you can enable this option. So here from you can change your desired frame rate. So maybe we can use the 60 FPS for smooth result. So that's it. Then we just click on this accept. And now we just click on this render local button here to render our scene here. So this is it. This is how you can connect the virtual camera with Unreal Engine. And now you can also use Android devices as well. So I hope you get the idea. So if you like this video, I recommend you to check my other videos. And if you like those videos, please do subscribe this channel and turn the notification on. So this is for today and we will see in my next video. So till then, take care and bye bye.